This Lost Tapes 2 album finally drops after 10 years of anticipation, and a lot of people, for some reason, are not really giving it the love that it deserves. I mean, I don't understand it because Nas is really killing it here. Some people might think the first single is what threw people for a loop because it's a weird type of jazzy single where he's rapping the triple fast flow. At first, I thought it was kind of weird, but then I listened to it again as the mastered version, which finally came out. It sounds live, like it blends well with the vibe of the flow structure. So then I'm looking at a lot of these outlets trashing Nas's Lost Tapes album, and the problem is why. I'm gonna tell y'all what I think it is. What I think it is because when he had Kanye West produce his last album, and the album Nasir was not bad. It was actually a pretty good album, but see, Kanye's antics overshadowed his work. So Nas basically caught a lot of hate by default because the man got Pete Rock, Alchemist, RZA, all the super producers that he worked with over the years, and all those Dream collabos. And yet you see all these critics panning that. And I'm thinking it's the Kanye West connection. Because Kanye West is not really a favorite right now in hip hop because of his Donald Trump alliances. And hip hop is pretty much anti-Trump right now. So it feels like that Nas is catching a backlash just off of Ye alone. Even if the album is dope, they're still finding ways to clown it. They're still finding ways to say, oh, he can't pick good beats, or his flow isn't changing. They're pretty much nitpicking it. Nas is being Nas on this joint. And for people to sit there and nitpick and look at certain things like Officer Vlad be doing, it seems like there's a paid agenda going on. And being that Donald Trump is at favorable, like a lot of these liberal outlets, which is controlling a lot of these outlets, Nas is pretty much going to catch the receiving end that Kanye is. So I'm thinking that's the part of the connection right there. Now he's catching a lot of unnecessary flack because of the Ye connection. And the Ye connection, which goes through Donald Trump, whom people aren't feeling right now. That's the result. Because I don't see anything bad with this album at all. It's vintage Nas. Probably about one or two skippers, but it's nothing really bad here. Like, you would think with some of the reviews that you would think that this is the worst album of all time. You even had Wayno saying this is the worst of Nas' discography, and that's a crock of BS. These guys are pretty much basically being shills for the media to say these things. Anything that connects to the Donald Trump agenda, they're going to pretty much shun because a lot of these liberal Democrats, they run a lot of this media. And I'm saying, people probably say this is a little too deep, but the Kanye connection is a key word because Kanye lost a lot of fanfare with the whole MAGA movement. So, you think I'm reaching? You think there's an unnecessary agenda of hate on Nas' behalf? Or it could also be that Nas win at Hot 97 and people ain't forget. Or in a lot of cases, Nas won the war against Jay-Z from 20 years ago. Or Nas called out their favorite rapper. Like, whatever it is, it's playing a key role and it's getting unnecessary hate. Because Lost Tapes 2 is dope. It's vintage hip-hop. So be sure to cop that. This is King Eric signing out. Subscribe to the channel. Hit the like button. Holla back.